Hello, successionaires, and welcome to the TV and conference call talk show, The Road to Success. I'm your host, Professor William Murray, and as always, the God in me blesses and greets the God in you. The talk show, The Road to Success, is a talk show. It's all for you and about you and anything you want to talk about. We do have main topics. This evening's topic is fly fishing with Hall of Famer. And I'm waiting on her to connect up with us. She hasn't connected up yet, but I know she's coming. I know she told me she had an appointment today. And this evening she would be finished by the time I came on the air, but she's not here yet. But I know she's coming. This evening show, it was about fishing. I love to fish. I love to fish. The show, The Road to Success, is sponsored by the Millionaire Mastermind Institute. And I'm the president of the Millionaire Mastermind Institute, LLC, where millionaire mindsets, lifestyles, and businesses are made. We, the Millionaire Mastermind Institute, LLC, take you from idea to implementation and beyond. We help you build and grow that for which you are seeking, business, or whether it's personal, spiritual, financial, or entrepreneurial. We're here for you. What is it that you want? Even if it's in life, because everyone has problems, issues here and there. It's all about mindset, how you see things. Now, I've just got an invitation, and it's a very good. I got a meeting tomorrow, y'all, and I'm kind of pumped up. The meeting tomorrow is for me to. Well, a gentleman bought my book, and he has an organization for young people that he wants me to come and speak to them. And he wants me to bring my book so he wants to buy a book so get them to read my book. He says it's what they need because my book, From the Mind of William, is about positive attitude. It's about thought process. It's about how you see things. It's about how you build and grow your life and your business. The book From the Mind of William, this book From the Mind of William are affirmations written by Professor Murray. You will learn the positive side of life and how to live it. It will teach you, guide you, and give you a broader way to live and enjoy everything that happens in life, not to you, but that it all happens for you. You will learn how to be successful in business and in life. After reading this book, guaranteed that you will not be the same person that you were when you started reading it. So, y'all, it's my latest book, From the Mind of William. And I'm so excited because he wants me, like he told me, bring up a few tomorrow. He's going to purchase them, and it's going to be a mandatory read for the youth that's in his organization, in his class. So I want y'all to order my book, From the Mind of William. You can order you can go Cash App, $W Murray, or you can text 931-269-1010 and order it that way. You can go to PayPal me/MM Institute, or you can call me here at the Institute at 240-619-2019. And my sales on my book is going very, very well.
Good.
It's going very well. So I want all of y'all to just hold on. I see my guest has come on board. So I'm excited, y'all. I told you I love three things. I love tennis. I love riding my bicycle, and I love fishing. So this evening we're going to talk about fishing. And my beautiful, beautiful guest, who is a Hall of Famer, y'all. And we're going to talk about that. And I'm so proud. I just love this lady, y'all. I've been loving this lady for 40 years or more. We have always maintained best friends. Although she left me, y'all. She left me. She moved down south and just left me. Years and years ago, she just left me. How you doing, Miss Shepherd? You're muted. Oh, I did that.
Am I?
There you go. Now we're good.
Okay. I'm
How are
doing
you
great.
doing? How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Oh, good. You look good. That's always. But I agree. I could be prejudiced because I'm so in love with you. You one of my bestest of friends and people. I mean, there's no doubt about that. Because a lot of people live a lifetime and don't get a chance to meet someone like you, with the attitude that you have, with the personality you have, and just has that pure, beautiful heart.
Oh,
and I
thank
want to
you,
thank
Lord.
you for that.
Thank you.
Now, it's becoming our season, dear. See, your season is year-round.
Year-round.
Because you do fly fishing. See, up here, baby, it's cold, and we get snow like yesterday. It was 87 degrees yesterday. Today, it was in the 40s.
Yeah.
So,
I didn't go out there today.
Well, I got news for you. Because you're down south, right?
Yes.
And I'm up here in Maryland, up north of you, and be 87 degrees, lose 40 degrees in just overnight. That's a heck of a change.
Same here.
But y'all don't get cold down like we do here.
Yeah, we do. It's about 5 degrees difference.
Yeah, but y'all don't get hardly no snow.
We got that too.
Oh well, yeah. Well, who knows with this global warming, darling? You never know what's going to happen.
You never know. Exactly.
You never know what's going to happen. I want to, and because I told my great grandson, who is 6 now. So we're going fishing this summer. I can't wait. I went today and looked at him some little fishing poles and rods. Because I'm thinking, I'm not gonna buy him one. I should have got a whole daggone shed full of fishing poles, but you can't never have too many.
That's true. That's true.
Tell me this. How did you happen to get into fishing?
Into fishing?
Yes.
Well, I got into fishing because a friend of mine walked up to me one day and he says, "Joyce, I want to learn how to fish." And I said, "Well, so do I." So we started going around different places and trying to learn how to fish. And, fisher folk are very kind.
Yes.
And they anything they wanted to, they could teach us, they would. So we went to Chop Tank, but to the Potomac. And so we just learned how to fish that way. And one day I was on my way back from what I started doing was going to work telling people how much I liked fishing, and I'd go out on these fishing trips with the guys, and I was having an absolutely wonderful time. And I tell the ladies about it, and they'd come back and say, "Well, I can't go fishing with my boyfriend or my husband because they get mad at me because I want them to bait the hook and I want them to take the fish off, so they get mad."
No.
Yeah, so I started fishing trips for women.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so we went out on the Chesapeake Bay a few times, and I taught them how to bait their own hook, and I taught them how to take the fish off, so they could go and everybody could have a nice time.
Well, how can you, when you go on, like they say though, a bad day of fishing is better than a good day of work.
Always.
Because I'll sit down and fish many times. And see, I'll go fish for 1 or 2 days, just sit down at the banks. I grew up in West Virginia, and I would go down there for a couple of days, just sit down and just fish. Now I've been here at the bay up here in Maryland and sit down for 24 hours and then catch a thing and just content.
Doesn't matter. It's not. It's not that important.
It just the tranquility,
Yeah.
and what it does for you when you realize I might not catch nothing.
Mm-hmm.
They don't call it catching; they call it fishing.
They call it fishing.
Yeah. Now, how long have you How long have you been into this, Joyce?
Into fly fishing.
Well, yeah, yes.
I started fly fishing in the 90s, so it's been at least 20 years.
And now you're teaching. And wait a minute, here's what, and I'm so proud of you, Hall of Famer. Oh my gracious! Tell us about that.
Well, I became a Hall of Famer in the category of humanities because all the while I have been fly fishing, I have been teaching fly fishing. So I teach fly casting to, I taught with Casting for Recovery, which teaches ladies with breast cancer how to fly fish. I teach with Casting Carolinas. We're going down there, going in to South Carolina next week, and those are different types of cancers, all types of cancers. All the ladies can come, and I teach with Project Healing Waters, which was where I was last weekend, which is disabled veterans. I teach casting.
Wow.
And I was in charge of a conservation and fly fishing youth camp called River Course. And I was at River Course for about 20 years. So they decided to give me the honor of putting me in the Hall of Fame because of all of my volunteer work.
Well, I got to ask you something because you're doing better than me. How does it feel to be a Hall of Famer, baby?
It was good. It was real good. It was very nice.
That's a hell of an honor, darling.
Yeah, it was.
Really is a heck of an honor.
Yeah.
To be considered that just to be considered for the Hall of Fame, but to get in the the Fishing Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Wow. As many fish I done caught now. I wish I had $1 for every fish. If I had $1 for every fish I caught, I could retire rich.
Well, I can't say that.
I started fishing when I was about 6.
Because I'd rather teach than fish. So if I catch one, I'm happy. If I don't catch any, as long as I'm teaching somebody, I'm cool.
Well, that's like me with my institute, darling. Like I tell them, I'm a student when I'm in the audience, but the only time I'm a professor or an educator is when I'm on the stage. There isn't a drug out there today that can get me as high as I get when I'm on stage, when I'm teaching. I mean, it's just a high.
I understand.
And then you're fishing, which is a high within itself. And then when you catch something, that's even a bigger high.
Yeah, well, every time, this weekend, it wasn't about me. It was about me teaching. So,
yeah,
I was teaching the disabled vets, and I really enjoy those guys. So,
well, dear, I honor you for that. I know they loved you. I know they loved you. That's veterans, darling. Yes.
Yeah, that's a lot of fun.
Disabled. Wow.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
Yes. So, how many people were on this trip with you?
We had it was the state of North Carolina in one spot. So out of the Charlotte chapter, there were 20 people.
Wow.
And, yeah, there was over 100. It was over 100.
Wow.
Yeah, because we had people from Asheville, from the Asheville chapter, from the Fayetteville chapter, from Raleigh. We had some people from Tennessee. There was about 10 people that came from the Tennessee chapter of Project Healing Waters. So it was
y'all left some fish out there for somebody else to catch. All them people out there, and you teach them too.
Well, we were at
fish out there for tomorrow.
we were at what's called the Peckman Center in Fayetteville. That's close to Camp Lejeune, I think.
Yeah, Camp Lejeune. Yes.
And it's an actual trout camp, like a trout pond. You got trout in this pond, trout in that pond, and catfish over here and catfish over there in case people didn't catch the trout. They wanted to feel the tug, they go over to the catfish.
Yeah, catfish always
Yeah.
gonna be biting.
Mm-hmm.
I love, but you know what? Within the last 2-3 years, I got where I love catfish.
Do you?
Oh yes, I do. But I won't catch. I won't eat no catfish that's out of. I like the blue cat. Let's put it that way, the blue cat.
Oh, I
But
don't know.
out of the bay, I don't eat nothing coming out of Potomac. I just don't feel comfortable with that. But out
Mm-hmm.
of the bay, yeah, I'll catch. I'll hook a blue cat, and yeah, baby, he going to my skillet.
I've never caught one out of the bay. I've caught trout out of the bay,
Now
and
I've caught a trout one time out of the bay.
every
Once.
time I went fishing on the bay, I caught at least one trout. And that's because I feel like it's because my mother loved them. So I'd go home and I'd give her the trout, and I mean, we ate everything else too, but she ate the trout.
Yeah. Well, trout is fun. I mean, that they talking about delicious fish.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, trout is Now I caught a sea trout one time,
Mm-hmm.
and I got mad because when I came home, I cleaned it and done everything, stuck him in the oven and stuffed him with some crab meat. Oh my
Mm-hmm.
gracious, have mercy, have mercy! I was so mad when he was all gone because it was almost 2 feet.
Mm.
So
Wow.
it was a big one, and
It's time for you had to go back and get another one then.
Baby, I've been trying ever since. Because I didn't know what kind of fish it was. Somebody had to tell me what it was. I had never seen one.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And I know there's a pond up here now. They just stock with trout.
Mm-hmm. Oh, good.
So I'm just waiting on the weather.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna have my great grandson this weekend coming. And if the weather's nice, I'm gonna take him down there and just we're gonna sit down there for a while. And one thing about fishing, dear, if you are an impatient person, learn to love fishing because it will teach you patience. You gotta be patient with fishing.
That's true.
There's no doubt. You better be patient if you're fishing. And that's why I say I can sit down all day long.
Mm-hmm.
I know one time I went down to the bay. I got there about 5 o'clock that morning.
See, I don't have
6 o'clock that evening, I had maybe 1 or 2 bites, hadn't caught a thing. And in the next 2.5 hours, I caught 42 croakers.
All right.
I was so tired, I gave up. They wore me out. I mean, I couldn't keep up. I was getting twofers, one on each hook, and I had 2 poles in the water.
Wow.
And to catch 42 fish in about 2.5 hours, baby, I'm constantly casting, baiting, and reeling, casting, baiting, and reeling. And now where that was, they haven't been there in years. I love my favorite fish to fish though is croaker.
Oh, okay.
I love croakers. And I don't know what they call them down south. They call them
croaker.
Oh, somewhere down they got different names.
Naughty head.
Something like that, yeah. I'm thinking, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So do you ever do any other kind of fishing now other than just fly fishing?
I do not.
Oh, you don't know what you're missing, baby.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I'm good.
Oh, you
I love
you
fly
tell me how
fishing.
much you love fly fishing, baby, but you're in the Hall of Fame, so and everybody knows you.
Yeah, seems like it. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, and I have someone here from down south, one of my dear friends, she calls herself the old bird. She says, Brother William Murray, where'd you get those croakers? Robert said to ask how to cook catfish stew. Okay, I can tell you that. Then she says, how can we get our chapter added for next year? We are in Fairmont, North Carolina.
The chapter of what?
For
fly fishing?
Yes.
Are they a Healing Waters chapter? What kind of, I don't understand. What kind of chapter is she?
She's right outside of Myrtle Beach.
Okay, but what kind of chapter is she? And you said she wants to add her chapter. What kind of chapter is it?
I guess for fly fishing. Because she wants to know how she can get one there. She says DAV chapter.
Oh, disabled vets.
Yes.
Ask her. She has to go through her VA. There's probably one there already. And maybe she has to go through her VA. Just tell them you want a Healing Waters chapter there.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
she's listening now. She's going to definitely check it out.
Yeah.
This is one of my listeners. She listens almost every show.
Okay.
And when I went down to Myrtle Beach last year for 2 weeks, I hung out with her and her husband a couple 3 days, and it was so beautiful.
Yeah.
I met this lady
Myrtle
here.
Beach is gorgeous.
We were in an organization, a business organization together. That's how I met her and her husband.
Mm-hmm.
And then they up and left me. They moved. They up and leaved me. They went down to Myrtle Beach.
Everybody's going south. Everybody's going south.
If I, you know what, I'll be honest with you.
Mm.
If I were not the age I am now, I think I would love to relocate down south.
What's your age got to do with it?
Well, baby, I mean, just uproot and leave everything. I'm just not getting a young family up here.
Okay.
My grandbabies are here. My great grandbabies are here.
Okay.
And I get them a couple times a month for the weekend, and that's my world, baby. That is my world right there. Cause we getting them for this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, those are my babies.
Okay. Tell her to go to her VA. There's the man that's in charge of North Carolina. His name is Tom Carpenter.
She's listening.
Okay. His name is Tom.
She said, "Thanks, Healing Waters chapter."
Project Healing Waters is the name of it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. She's listening because she's putting notes in the feed, because I'm on 9 internet sites, and then my call in all at the same time. Now, for those of you that are online, just write in the feed as I'm doing which calls herself the old bird, but Linda.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll read your post and we'll answer your questions. Now, if you're on live, the lines are open. Just talk to me. If you're online and you have a question or a comment, or you like to fish, or you've been fishing, just talk to me. Fishing, we love to talk now. When you go fishing, you go talk.
Yeah.
If someone's there. If not, then you just talk to the waters, talk to yourself, or talk and tell them you want the fish to bite. Mm-hmm. But you go talk. Everybody has the same thing in common. They're fishing, and it's so enjoyable. Mm-hmm. No matter how bad your day is, you're going to enjoy the fact that you're just down there at peace and tranquility.
Yeah, it's therapeutic is what is the main reason that people fly fish. Yeah. And we teach people how to tie flies first off, tie their own. I didn't bring any in here with me. I'm sorry. But you can.
Yes, someone said something. Okay, go ahead, Joyce.
We teach them. The first thing we do is teach them how to tie flies. So that's their bait. We don't use worms.
Now we ain't talking about a fly. We ain't talking about the type that got wings.
No. You can make one that looks like that, but I don't think I've ever seen a fish eat a fly.
No, we don't use flies. It's one of the terminologies of something.
Fly fishing, yeah.
Explain that to them.
I meant to bring some in here with me so I could show you exactly what the flies look like. But the purpose of a fly is to imitate a bug. You either have the fish eat on the bottom, they eat in the middle, and they eat on the top. So you would have to have different types of flies that look similar to the ones that the fish eat in order to fool them into taking your bait. Mm-hmm. So it's a lot harder to fish with a fly than it is with the worm. One of the reasons I liked fly fishing is because you had to think about it, instead of just putting a worm in the water and waiting. You have to think about what you're doing. You have to think about the temperature of the water. You have to think about how fast the water is moving, whether it's moving underneath, whether the current is moving underneath or in the middle or on the top. Fish come up to sip say like with a bass. A bass will eat something all the way down into its gullet, right? He'll just suck it all the way in.
Swallow, yeah.
He'll swallow it all the way in. But what a trout does is you can usually catch a trout by the lip because he goes and he spits it out just that quick. So you have to concentrate on what you're doing. So you're thinking about something other than, well, my arm is missing, or my back hurts today, or you think about something other than yourself. So it's very therapeutic in that way. We do a lot of that with the ladies who we teach that have cancers.
Yeah, that's got to be a beautiful feeling. I mean, just to give that much joy to someone who's going through that type of thing. That I mean, I've been around cancer patients, and it's just hard to explain. And it is.
It's very difficult to explain. Isn't it?
Yes.
Yes, sir. This is Robert Nance. How you doing?
Oh, I'm fine. This the husband of the lady who asked the question. Yes, Robert.
Okay.
Yes, sir. I'm a volunteer service officer for the DAV in Chapter 7 down here in Fairmount, North Carolina.
Uh-huh.
And I was wanting to know whether or not your guests would teach fly fishing to Chapter 7 chapter.
Oh, if I would come to Fairmount?
Yeah.
My second question, what is Tom's last name?
Say that again.
The gentleman, Tom, what is his last name?
Carpenter.
Tom Carpenter.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay, I got it.
Mm-hmm.
And back to the first question, what do we need to know or do in order to have her to offer that fly fishing to Chapter 7?
Well, I don't know. I've never I've never gone off on my own before. I can ask Tom whether or not it's okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Then. Okay.
Yeah, but I can't do more.
We in Fairmount, Chapter 7. I used to be a part of Chapter 47 in Fayetteville, where he was at. Mr. Leroy is the commander down there. Miss Gibson was the commander prior to him. So I'm very involved with the DAV myself, and I think it's a good thing that you are doing.
Okay. Well, thanks. But you can talk to your the psychologist at the VA where you are now, and talk to them to see whether or not they'd be interested in having a chapter.
Sounds good. Thank you for taking my call, Brother Mary.
Thank you for calling, Robert. I appreciate it, man. I really do. And look, you hug and kiss that old. You hug and give a big kiss on the cheek to that old bird of yours.
Oh, okay. And don't forget my catfish recipe. I just cleaned 2 catfish yesterday, and I don't know how to make the catfish stew.
You don't know how to make the catfish what?
Stew.
Catfish stew.
Oh man, that's easy, brother. I can break that down to you. Oh yeah, I know how to. If nothing else, I can cook. Now I just made last week. Okay. I made a big pot of gumbo, and then 2 days ago I made a big pot of with salmon, because I'm a fish junkie, man. I'm just eating soups now because I'm determined not to gain this weight back that I lost. So I'm we can talk about.
We'll talk later about that, Brother Mary.
All right, I got you, brother. When you want to talk cooking and fishing, you talking to the right one, baby.
Sound like a winner.
All right, hey Robert. When we come down there now, when I come back to Myrtle Beach and we come in this summer, I want to go fishing. I had my poles last time, but the weather was just I didn't know where to go.
Just let me know and I'll set it up.
Oh, now I can't go out on a boat though, Robert.
Why? What's the matter?
Because you put me between 2 glasses. No, baby, you put me between 2 glasses of water and I get seasick.
Oh.
I can't do a boat. I have tried and tried. And every time I go out, I get seasick. And last time I went out, I was at Myrtle Beach and we went 50 miles out. I caught the first fish as far as I got. I was chumming the rest of the time.
Mhm.
Oh, I got so sad. We 50 miles out, so I ain't go. It was a while when they got out there and fished, and best thing I ever did was when I made myself go to sleep.
That's what I do when I get sick. If I go on a boat and I get sick, you know how they take you out for a little while and then they say drop the lines. I jump up and I'd fish, and as soon as I finish catching fish, I go back inside and go to sleep.
Well, that's what I did, because I just caught one fish. I did get the award for the first fish, but that was it.
Oh,
that was it. I was, and this was one lady on the boat.
You got a lot of static going.
Oh, do I?
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know if anybody else hears it, but I hear it.
Wait a minute, something happened. What happened? Oh, I don't know, Joyce. Somebody on live that's got their phone on and their computer. They put static in. So you can't use your phone and the computer at the same time. It gives us static. We get feedback.
Okay.
And that's what that was. So whoever it is, you got to either be on your phone or either turn the volume down on one of them, because it gives us feedback. George, are you ever going to come up this way and do that? Maybe do a class or something here in the DMV area, DC, Maryland, Virginia area?
Oh, I hadn't thought of it. I could.
Well, I mean, you come up this way. I mean, because you got.
I don't come up there too often anymore, because my mom's not there, and so that's the main reason I was up there before, when my mom was there.
Yeah.
So I don't, it's not going to stop me from coming ever, but I won't be coming as often.
Yeah.
But we can talk about it.
We can talk about it, because now here's the thing. Here's what I'm going to do. I've got a very dear friend who runs has the organization for Maryland for Disabled Veterans. Because I just did a favor of one of the veterans who was having problems, and I introduced them. So I just talked to him, and I'm trying to think of his name. It'll come to me when I stop trying to think.
Vitamin B12, darling.
Huh?
Vitamin B12. It'll help that memory thing.
Oh, really? But I had to buy a whole case. My memory is right now.
You say that like I don't have a case, but yeah. Names run out of my head. They just do.
Yeah, and I was just with the guy. I was just with him.
It'll pop in.
Yeah, it'll pop in. Because I'll be on the earth sometime, man. I know people think I'm crazy, but I can't think of names. Or I was trying to think the other day when I was talking about the war. I could not think of Ukraine for nothing.
Oh, okay.
I thought every country in the world, but I couldn't think of Ukraine. So I keep my wallet close. Keep my wallet real close to me. So in case I forget who I am, I can look and I see my driver's license say.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe I better start doing that myself.
Joyce, you look nice, baby. I'm so proud of you for what you're doing now. 'Cause I mean, when you were afraid of water.
Yes.
We couldn't get you to get into a pool.
Nope. Still, no, I managed to get past it. I can't say I got over it, but I got past it. I started when I was taking swim lessons for the triathlon I was in. Yeah, I had to try my best to get over it, or at least get past it. Yeah, so I was in the triathlon when I was 63. So I wasn't.
You're in number 47 now.
Yeah, right. My daughter's older than that.
Everybody, I go to the gym 5-6 times a week. Because I told them I'm trying to get my 45-year-old body back.
Oh,
and all I got to do is lose 26 years.
How about that?
So yeah, I'm trying. I'm going. I lost 18 pounds,
Good
and I don't want to gain it back. I'm trying to tighten up my skin where my stomach done fell. Now I got loose skin, so I'm trying to work on tightening that up. And so far, it's coming along good.
Good.
I think I'm pushing myself a little bit too hard.
Well, don't do that. Remember, you just hurt yourself, so don't do anything crazy.
Yeah, well, I told my wife that today I got to stop pushing myself because I can feel it, and I shouldn't be feeling it like I do, stiff and sore. But I'm determined. I'm serious. I'm determined not to gain that weight back, and to get my body back in shape. Because you remember I used to have a pretty nice looking physique back in the day.
Yeah, you doing all right. Yeah, you doing all right.
But I lived in a weight room then too. I used to work out every day, run 5 miles a day, play ping pong 5 hours a day, and baseball and all that stuff. And now, so I'm on the tennis court because we played tennis the other day.
Okay.
And it felt good.
Okay.
And that gave me a chance to, like I said, you may beat me in a set on tennis, but I'll talk more smack than anybody else out there. And that's the same way when I'm out down at the bay. Because like I said, that's where you can practice your line when you're out fishing. And the more you tell the story, the bigger the fish gets.
Yeah.
But there's nothing in the world like fishing. I mean, I'm serious. You talking about fishing? I'm ready. I got so many poles, anywhere from 3 feet up to 20. I've got them.
Okay, I don't have that many different sizes. Mostly because I fish mostly in North Carolina, and I fish rivers and streams, so I don't need anything that big.
Now, what's the standard size rod to get for fly fishing? 6 feet?
Usually a 9-foot 5-weight.
Okay.
A 5-weight is, let me see, how do I explain it? I don't know. I can't translate the line weight into pound test. Okay, I don't know how to do that.
Well, for fly fishing, you probably don't want no more than the maximum. I would say for fly fishing, you want is like a 6 or 8 pound test line, because you can't have a heavy test line for fly fishing. So I
couldn't tell you that. I can't tell you. I don't know. I can't answer that. I'm not.
Take it from a fishing aficionado.
Okay. Well,
I mean, I'm serious. I fish so much in my life. I grew up fishing. That's all. I mean, I've always loved to fish.
Look, this is a fly line. If I can get it to move. Oh man. See, that's why I just went out and bought me a new reel. This one's not acting right.
Well, just show the reel anyway. Just let's see what it looks like. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So the reel is completely different from what you're used to.
It is. It is. It is totally different from what I use.
I can just. Maybe I'm holding the wrong side. Let me see. Oh,
now, I see you have an orange line on that. Is that the good color that you use for it?
It doesn't matter. The color doesn't really. The color doesn't really matter.
Yeah, that's not a thin line that you got right there, darling.
Right.
Wow, that looks more like a 30, 40 pound line.
Well, see, it's very light.
Is it?
Yeah, it's very light. So it's not. That's why I can't really translate it into pound test. Okay.
Is that a special line just for fly fishing?
Yes.
Oh yeah, it's very light. Oh yeah, it is very light. That might not be no more about 6 or 8 pound line.
Well,
because you don't need no heavy line for a trout.
Depends on the size, blood.
I guess you're right.
I mean, you got steelhead. You got all kinds of trout now. Trout's in the salmon family. So
yeah,
you're gonna go out and get some salmon. I mean, I would not need line any thicker than this, but I would need.
But that's a special line, and it's very, very light.
It's just a fly line. It's
You know,
not.
see, that's different than what I use. I couldn't use the line that I use on my poles now for
No.
For
For
trout.
fly fish, no.
Well, it's too heavy.
Well, I guess, you know, it just will not go through the guides. Like when you have a fly rod, it has to go through guides like this.
Your eyes,
see
yeah,
'em?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Well, that rod looks just like mine that I have now, but that's lighter. It's probably lighter than what the rod than
this
the
is
rods I have now.
This is very light.
I know
This
the
one
fly
right here is
fish
very
you have
light.
to have. It's got to be light.
Not necessarily, because you have different sizes. Okay, you got sizes from like a 2-ounce rod, all the way up to what we call an 8 weight. Well, it goes up to 12 weight. That's for out on the ocean. That's for going after tarpon and all that.
Yeah.
So you have
yes, Miss Nance. That reel she showed that reel is for fly fishing. Miss Nance wanted to know, never seen a reel like that. Is that for fly fishing?
It is for fly fishing. See if I can.
Yeah,
Trying to get it right. There you go.
You can't use the open face like I use for my fishing in the bay.
No,
that's a special kind of reel you got there.
But mostly with the reel, the main purpose of the reel is to hold the line. You don't really fish on the reel unless you've got a big fish that's taking, just running with it. Other than that, because you hold the line differently. You hold it, you've got the line going out towards the end of the rod, but you're holding. Oh, sorry, I just said. Anyway, come on.
Well, I'm telling you now, Joyce, if you go fishing and you fill your freezer, I got it. I got one up here just for fish, so you can always pack it up and send it to me, baby.
I haven't kept a fish in 20 years. Catch and release.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. I don't keep them.
Catch and release. Now I catch and eat.
No. Okay. Well, no, I don't. You don't do that.
Because if I don't like no tiny fish. I like fish where I ain't got to have 6 of them to make a half a sandwich. That ain't my type of fish.
Well, the only ones that are that small around here are usually wild fish, like wild brook trout. Wild brook trout in North Carolina are probably about that big. They're very small, but they're also extremely difficult to catch. So you wouldn't see too many of them, but they're absolutely beautiful fish.
Oh, they are. They are. Oh, no doubt. And they slim too, so they gonna give you a good little fight.
Oh yeah, big fight.
Yeah,
teeny little fish with a big fight.
Yeah. Oh, you got me excited, Joyce. You got me excited, dear. I can't wait to get out there and start fishing. As a matter of fact, Thursday. I'm probably gonna pull out my stuff because I already put my tackle out.
Oh, okay.
I think I'm gonna go ahead and just drop a little oil or something into my my reels and stuff. Get them ready.
Yeah, all the reels down. Yeah.
Yeah, get them ready, baby. Sit and talk to them. Tell them we're going to have some fun this summer.
Well, maybe once I get up there, I can show you how to cast.
Okay, hey, teach me. Make me brilliant. Oh, Joe, I'm so excited. I still got that. I got that magazine that you sent me where you were inducted to the Hall of Fame. You sent me the article and in the magazine. That's in my historic memorabilia.
Okay.
And I got some history. I got some history stuff that's very, very valuable. Well, to me, that one is. I've still got that. That's mine.
Okay.
That's mine.
Okay.
You see that? This is my very dear friend. Now, Joyce.
Yes.
Do you want to give us an email or something? So if anyone is interested in getting in contact with you, how they would reach you?
Okay. It's the same one that I gave you today. Do you send? You can send it out. That would be fine with me.
You want to give it to us on the air? Or you want me to let them call me for the information?
Okay, it's just kind of crazy. It's you
It
know, it's
is.
kind
That's the reason I asked you. What I asked you is this correct?
of yeah. Yeah, it's kind of a crazy one. That's the only reason I can say it.
Go ahead.
Anybody wants it?
Yeah,
Okay.
they listening. They take
Mhm.
notes.
Okay, it's JJSHEP as in Paul, H. Uh-oh, I lost it. Oh my goodness. JJSHEPSPIE 50 @gmail.com.
Do that again.
JJSHEPSPIE 50 @gmail.com. So it's JJ Shep's Pie. It's, you know, you had to, I made that up back when people were trying to be circumspect about their email address.
Okay.
So it's Shepherd's Pie is what it is.
Okay.
Mhm.
Joyce, it has been a pleasure, darling. And you know I love you and ain't nothing you can do about it.
All right, love. All right.
And I appreciate you coming on and
Mhm.
sharing. And lines are open. Anybody want to say anything? Anybody want to talk? Anybody got any questions or comments or anything for Miss Shepherd before she leaves for this fantastic, beautiful Hall of Famer? And Linda says she catch and eat too. I know, yeah, that's right. I catch and eat too, darling. So, but I remember a lot of times I would catch and release.
Mm-hmm.
But now, no. I clean them, eat them. Well, I don't clean them because I take them down to the wharf.
Okay.
But now there's a lady that's about 10 minutes from me that cleans my fish for me.
Mm-hmm.
If I catch a bunch, now if it ain't no more than 3 or 4 or 5, I can clean them myself. Catfish, yeah, that takes a special. You gotta know how to clean them.
Yeah, because you got to skin them.
You gotta skin them.
Mm-hmm.
And I taught myself how to do that.
Okay.
So I mean, I got that down. I got that down pretty good. Because a lot of times what I'll do, I'll clean them while I'm down at the bay. I just clean them down there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because I got in my tackle box. If you need something for fishing, it's in my tackle box.
Okay.
Because I can't carry it. I had to put it in a little wagon and pull it.
Oh my goodness.
I got every size weight and hooks from anywhere from a 1 up to a 6, a half. I got them big, tiny, small. But lately I've been using the round hooks.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
You know, I use those. Now that's not what you use for trout.
No.
Is there a special?
Well,
hook
that
you use
depends.
for
That
trout?
depends on what fly you put on there.
Yeah.
You put some different types of flies on those hooks.
Okay. Well, you know, Joyce, I'm going to have to come down and see you, Joyce. We gonna go. Well, see, you can't fly fish. I can fly fish without going out on a boat, can't I?
Yes.
Good.
You have to stand you'll be standing in the middle of a river, though.
I ain't mad. I can swim, baby.
Okay.
Well, I put it this way. I can float.
Okay.
I tried to swim a couple weeks ago, and I could not believe I could not swim.
Oh my
feet
goodness.
went straight to the bottom.
Oh dear.
Hold it now. I know as much as I used to swim and just swim the pool several times. Now I can't even swim 15 feet.
Oh, you got to get back into it. That's all.
That's one of the things that I'm going to start doing. And that's what I told another gentleman who I see him at the gym all the time. So I told him I'm going to start getting in the water and spend at least 10 minutes a day trying to, but I still can't move my arm where I can come completely over yet.
Yeah, that's how I was wondering. That's probably why,
Yeah, I'm still working on the movement in my left shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
But I couldn't believe my feet went straight to the bottom. When I tried to get on top of the water and kick, my feet would not leave the bottom.
Mm-hmm. Well, I had that issue too. That's why I did the entire triathlon on my back.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Did it all on my back.
And Ms. Nestor, thank you for sharing with us tonight, Ms. Shepherd.
Oh, you're very, very welcome.
Thank you. I can't thank you enough. And I'm going to come visit you, though. I'm serious about that. You just let me know when you're going to do a fishing thing. And I might surprise you and hop a plane or a boat or my yacht or something. Just
It's only
you know,
it's only 6 hours you can drive.
yeah. I don't care if I can, because I drove to Myrtle Beach and I drove my grandson he's up in Blackwater, New York, and that's a 7-8 hour drive. So I can do it. I just don't like to.
You don't like driving that much. Okay. I understand.
I don't mind driving, just the road. The road ain't. And I used to be just travel the road all the time. Now the road ain't I'll do it, but I ain't something I care for.
Okay.
But they got planes that come down there.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. It's only about an hour. It's only about an hour.
Because I do want to. I got to get more into fishing in different locations. Because I got a buddy that went fishing last year, and he tried this new spot, and every time I turn around, he showed me a cooler full of fish. This year I'm fishing. Last summer I didn't. This summer I'm fishing.
Well, you won't come back with a cooler full of fish if you come down here. I'm just letting you know.
Why?
I mean, if you go out to Morehead City and places like that, if you go out on the ocean, you will, but you won't in the rivers.
That's all right, because if I catch 3 or 4 trout, I'm gonna eat them suckers that day.
No. I don't have $1,000.
Oh, you can't keep them?
Nope. Catch and release.
Are you serious?
There are certain times a year you can.
Yeah.
But not right now.
Oh, y'all know now. Yeah, I know the same thing here. Yeah. This seasonal, yeah.
No, yeah, $1,000.
I can't do no time, so I know I ain't gonna do no crime.
That's what I'm talking about. That and I like I said, I haven't kept one in so many years. It was funny. We did the Hall of Fame this year, and the place that we had the dinner had trout for dinner, and everybody sitting in there looking at each other, trying to decide who's gonna eat it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because nobody eats it. Nobody eats trout anymore. Not out of our group.
Wow.
Yeah, because so much of catch and release, we just don't eat it.
Well, yeah. God, trout is such a good fish. Lord, it's delicious.
Yeah, it was very good because I ate mine.
Fried up right, baby. Put in the right batter and fried up right. Yes, Lord.
Yeah,
stick it on the stick and stick it on open fire. That true flavor. Oh, don't get me too excited, Joyce. I might have to get up in the middle of the night and go out there fishing.
That'd be crazy. Oh no, I don't think so.
Oh, I love night fishing. Oh, I love night fishing.
You can't do that in North Carolina.
Oh, you can't night fishing? Really?
Right.
I wonder why.
Poachers mostly.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, no, you can't do it in North. No. Sorry, babe.
Well, I'm going to the bay here where I can fish at night.
Okay.
Until they come run us out the park.
Okay.
A lot of times now they relax. They pretty relaxed on it. Well, you fishing. I went and bought some lights last year for me fishing out at night and never used them yet.
Okay. What you shine them on the water, that kind of thing?
Well, I got one. The one you can shine up the tip of your pole.
Okay.
Or I got one that's got it shines in a certain area, in an open area.
Okay.
Around me, where I'm not in the dark.
Well, you know that ain't fair, right?
Why?
Because the fish see the light and they think it's daytime and they come towards you. I know you're just fishing.
Or I'll put a bell on my tip, so when they bite, it dings and I know I'm getting the bite. Yes. Yes, that's one that. Hey, baby, that's one of the tricks of the trade.
Oh, okay.
I got bills of different sizes, all that stuff. Yeah.
Well, usually with fly fishing, you're not standing still for one thing. You're not just putting it in the water and waiting.
I'm sitting on my butt waiting on the fish to bite. So when he bites, I can snag him.
Well, I'm standing in the middle of a river waving a stick. So no, we're not doing that. We're not just standing still. It's a movement thing.
Yeah, I know fly fishing is very active type of fishing.
Yes, it is. Yeah. So that's why it's so therapeutic, because you have to think about it. You know, you really have to think about it. You have to figure out the temperature of the water, you know, all that. So I enjoy it.
Well, Don, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you know I enjoyed this conversation. We talking about something I really, truly, truly, truly love. Although I
Mm-hmm.
have never fly fished, I've done every other kind of fishing that there is.
Okay, well,
And
I'll teach. You want me?
I
I'll
don't think
teach you.
huh?
I'll teach you.
I don't think it'd be hard for me to learn because I've fished so long, so much.
Well, see,
I
that's
know
the
it's a
that's
certain wrist action and all that other kind of stuff. But
I
yeah,
yeah, sort of, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, but it's the problem with a lot of because when you fish so much, you're accustomed to throwing, and
Hmm.
I'd have to teach you not to throw.
Yeah, I know. It's like I said, it's wrist action. I mean, I got an idea about fly fishing, but
Yeah, but it's not wrist action, but I yeah.
okay.
Like I said,
Well,
I'd have to teach you
darling,
not to throw.
it's that time of the evening on my show where I got to tell
Okay.
them, like I told, this is the fastest hour of the week. From
Okay.
9 to 10 o'clock on Tuesdays and Fridays, the fastest hour of the week. And that's when I'm doing my show, Tuesdays and Fridays from 9 to 10.
Okay.
And thank you.
Oh, you're
You know,
very
like I
welcome.
told you, you know I love you, and ain't nothing you can do about it.
All right.
Hug
Love
and
you
kiss
too.
your daughter for me. Tell her I said hello.
I sure will.
And thank you. I'll be calling you, but you'll be back again. Don't worry. It's just, it's because this is Women's History Month.
Mm-hmm.
So for me is Black Women's History Month. And that's why I got all women coming on this month.
Okay. Sounds good.
So yes. All right, darling. Thank you. And
Okay.
y'all
Thank
give
you.
Joyce a call and especially military or those with cancer or a
Mm-hmm.
disability. Give
Yeah.
her that call. And so
Yeah.
Joyce, you might be
Try,
hearing from the people.
put Murray in the subject line. That way
Yeah,
I know. That way I'll know
make
where you're
sure,
from.
Murry. Make sure that
Mm-hmm.
they'll know that it's from my show.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Thank you, darling.
Thank you.
Well, y'all know what time it is. It's that time of the evening. We done all we gonna do. But I enjoy that talking fishing. Oh Lord, and I just love that lady so much. She knows she's got my heart from now to forever. Because we were such close friends when she was here, and we used to hang out and party together and just have a good time. And I knew she had my back and I had hers.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's not every day you meet someone that's beautiful with that type of spirit. So I want to thank all of y'all that tuned in. And like I always tell you, if you push me, I'll pull you. If you pull me, I'll push you. It's not going to matter whether I'm pushing or I'm pulling y'all. We're going to get there together. You know I love you and ain't nothing you can do about it. So until next time, everyone, God bless and keep working on your road to success. Go ahead, girl. Go ahead. You can hang on to it. I can talk to you after I end the show.
Okay.